I need you. I'll keep you strong, I know, but I'll be scared to show myself. Don't let me go.
What's up, y'all? It's the Young Avell here, back at it with another video. Welcome to the Sunday sermon. Yes, it has been a minute, but we are back like we never left. Man, it's good to be back. Got a great topic for you guys today. I hope you guys have been doing well. Today, I kind of want to have a dialogue with you guys. Walk with me as we talk about this, because this is kind of what I've been going through a little recently. And, as a man, we have to have this almost relentless drive, this relentless push forward to be productive and to create. That is just what we do, right? That is how we are looked upon. That is how we gain status. That is how we are deemed successful from society, right? Just drive forward. So the question that I want to dialogue with you guys, and we'll work through this together, Jordan Peterson style, is, can a man find rest? Like, do we ever rest? And I guess that is the great question, isn't it? How do we find that balance that we're looking for, where I am striving, I am achieving, I am looking for it, working towards it, and then at the same time, there are certain things that may not be for you. They are not what is in your best interest, So how can you discern what is going to work and what's not? And that brings me to my next point, which is, and I'm figuring this out as we talk, right? I wanted to just hit the video and just have this dialogue, and so you guys can see where my head is at. Let me know if you guys are relating as well. Whereas it's like you're on the journey more than the destination. Like there's a small portion of our life that is actually the moment of achievement, the moment that we did it. We got that thing, graduated from the academy. That was brief. Majority of that journey was the 7-month academy itself, and such is life. So it's like, are you able to find rest as a productive man when a majority of your life is the journey itself? And let me illustrate another thing of why I thought why this came to my mind. You know us. We're men that are different. We push ourselves, we challenge ourselves, we retain the vital force, as best as we can. We stay away from the screen, no fap. We do that. That is just my wolf pack. You guys that are watching this video, if you've watched this video, if you've been following me since the advent of my channel, you are one of them ones. So the reason why I bring that up is because I still engage with women, right? I'll still be intimate with women. And when I tell them straight up, I'm retaining, they almost inevitably always tell me, the fact that you are not giving it to me makes me want it more. So it's like, the fact that I'm walking the path, right? You're met with challenges you're met with that challenge that's like, I want it even more, to really test your resolve, I'm just walking on the journey. Because remember, the question is, how can we find rest as men? Can we find moments of rest and recalibration? And how do we find that balance between achievement and yet settling into the flow? Because for us on the path, the flow is walking the path, and yet the challenges come to kind of make the path even harder. Basically makes the path harder, because you do want to give it up. You do want to give into that. You do want to feel that pleasure. You do want to feel good. And especially if you believe that, hey man, it's just about the journey, right? Just have fun. It's like, you would think that. You would think that it's easy like that, but maybe I'm mistaken. I don't feel like I'm mistaken, but maybe there is some sort of aspect where you got to find that balance. And that's what the women tell me as well. You can't be so rigid in it. You got to find that balance. But yet at the same time, that thing that drives me forward to walk the path consistently, I feel like I need that. I need to have that in order to counteract the easiness of just falling into that, because it's so easy. It's so easy to do the thing that is like instant and pleasureful. It's so easy. It's much more difficult to walk the path for an extended period of time and push through the challenges that try to take you off of that path. And I'm sure it's because, or at least this is what I feel like, it's because what's on the other side, that specific achievement that you're working towards, that pleasure, that joy is, the quote unquote long-term gratification. That will be something that you can derive joy from for a long time coming. Similar to, me in the academy, I can still look back on that moment where I graduated and I saw my dad's face, my mom, and they were so proud, and I can still live off of that because the journey was dumb long, and I stayed the course the whole time. So, but back to the question, how can we find balance as men? How can we find that? How can we tell the difference whether we're going too hard and it's too much on the harping on the achievement side of the journey? How can we find that? And I think that's an important question to ask, because as you guys see, I took some time away and I was gung-ho on the achievement, and kind of lost myself in comparison. I lost myself in comparison to others. I was comparing myself to other people that are more successful. It's funny because you won't compare yourself to people that are doing quote unquote less than you, right? Like it's more difficult to derive joy from that, where it's like the mind immediately goes to comparing to people that are doing better than you. That's the ego though, right? And it's almost like the ego has hijacked you and is now making you compare people that are doing better than you, even though you might be doing better than a majority of everyone on the planet, And I think we have to be careful. And I saw myself falling into that. And I had a good brother come up to me in the gym, and he follows he follows my channel, and he was like, "Yo, bro, why don't you haven't posted in a minute?" And it kind of snapped me back into my purpose, And I think there's the key word right there. I think there is the key word, where it's purpose. I think it's purpose. That is the thing that allows us to mitigate that balance between achievement and journey. It's like, as long as you feel that you're in your purpose and that you're engaging in things that are related to your purpose, you can settle into that a little easier. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's purpose. And thank you to my brother that came up to me in the gym, man. Like, thank you so much, because I knew that was God / the universe moving through you to, get me back on here, back aligned with my purpose, which is part of that purpose is sharing my perspective with you guys and everything that's going on. See if you relate. Hopefully you can derive some benefit from what I share. And, he helped me out. And now I feel like I'm back aligned again. I feel like I'm back to it. And it's funny because my birthday is coming up. So I'll be 37. So my boy was like, yo, you're ending a 9, 36, 36 is 9. He's like, you're ending your fourth life cycle going into 37, which is 37 is 1, 0. 37 is 10. And that 1 plus a 0 is 1. So it's like beginning of another 9-year cycle. And so I think that's the answer to what we were, we have just accomplished what we set out to in the beginning of this conversation, which is how can a man mitigate and find that balance between achievement and the journey such that it doesn't burn him out. And I think it's purpose. It's purpose. If you ask God, if you pray on it, if you really are not so militant with it and you're a little flexible, your purpose will come. And it may not be one thing. Like my sole purpose is not just to be on YouTube. It could be many things, and it'll lead you to grander and grander extensions of your purpose, I believe. So yeah, this was good. Thank you guys for joining me on this, and it's good to be back. We got the rise of the moon. The moon is rising once more. So here we are again, talking that good talk. So guys, if you got anything from this, be sure to share, like it, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I always pray for your well-being. And like I always say, guys, until next time, remember, a greater perspective can lead to a greater connection. Peace.